Ambassador of Israel to the Philippines, His Excellency Honorable Ilan Plus, founding member and former head of the civilian sector of Israel National Cyber Bureau of the Prime Minister's Office, Brigadier General Rami Efrati, my mentor, retired Chief Justice of the Philippines and Chairman of the CybersCool Defcon Incorporated, Honorable Renato Puno, founder of Cybin Solutions and CEO of Thrive DX SaaS, Mr. Roy Zur, co-founders of CybersCool Defcon Incorporated, Mr. Edison Abella and Mr. Tatu Mansili. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The demand for internet connectivity and advocating our Philippine digital agenda has never been more realized than it is today. This has become undeniably clear at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, when most of us shifted our daily transactions online. We are fortunate that our new President, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., is fully aware of the importance of championing the Philippine digital agenda. His directives and statements are clear. Expand connectivity in the underserved and unserved areas in the country, and simplify government transactions through streamlining processes with the help of technology, connectivity, and ICT-enabled governance. Our efforts at the Department of Information and Communications Technology are beginning to bear fruit. According to UCLA, the Philippines currently has a mean average internet speed for fixed line subscription of 89.86 Mbps and a mean average mobile internet speed of 46.34 Mbps in July of 2022, a far cry from the figures from 2019 that recorded mean average speeds of 19.51 compared to 89 now, and 15.6 compared to 46 today. As more Filipinos enjoy internet connectivity in the country and improve quality and speed to existing users, the need to usher various cybersecurity initiatives to keep our people and systems safe from online threats is equally important. In the Philippines, out of 118 million Filipinos, 68% or 76 million are part of cyberspace. According to the Digital 2022 Global Overview Report issued by the We Are Social and Hootsuite, Filipinos spend an average of 10 hours and 27 minutes on the internet daily. That's longer than your sleeping time. Numbers are higher since people shifted to online activities instead of the traditional face-to-face interactions due to the pandemic. As we embrace this new normal, hybrid work arrangements, which combine on-site and work-from-home setup, are being implemented in many offices. This setup makes work-related data vulnerable to cyber attacks as workers are using home networks and devices as well as connections in doing their office tasks. Of course, we know that home networks and the devices use much lesser security measures than those that are available in their respective workplace. Smart devices are also highly sought nowadays because of the convenience that they bring. Things like wearable fitness trackers, smart appliances, smart watches, to name a few, make us more vulnerable to cybersecurity attacks, since virtually all of these electronic devices that we use today are somehow connected to the internet. We are in an era where cyber threats come in different forms and increasing number. They are also becoming more sophisticated and ingenious in design. Hacking, ransomware, data breaches, phishing, and online scams are just a few of them. These cyber criminals are always thinking of new ways on how to get around the cybersecurity measures that we impose and how to pry on the vulnerability of our digital citizens and take advantage of them. To curtail this issue, we continuously provide technical assistance and expertise to help address these forms of cyber vulnerabilities. We hope to raise awareness on how to mitigate cybersecurity risks and threats as more and more people rely on ICT. We are educating our citizens on the proper and safe use of online platforms and resources to ensure their protection as they navigate through cyberspace. The DICT, through its Cybersecurity Bureau, underscores the importance of personal and organizational cyber hygiene. Since we have been participating in the digital society, it is important that we learn how to be responsible digital citizens. As part of our efforts to fortify our online security, the department is continuously conducting cyber-related trainings, webinars to the general public in order to equip Filipinos with the necessary information and skills to be responsible and safe as they navigate the digital world. And this is even more important today as our children are going to school online. The younger generation are exposed to the technology, are encouraged to use the technology in order to access their school materials. And yet, there was no effort to prepare them to how to navigate safely in this new arena that they're experiencing. You know, our kids are so intuitive in using devices. You know, when our kids were growing up, whenever we have a new device and it's open, they do not need to read the manual. Just hand it to them. In about a few minutes, you'll see them already opening it up, pressing everything. They know exactly what needs to be done. And that's good. But the dangers on cyberspace, once they're connected, they are not made aware of. And it is our responsibility as parents to help them. And if parents do not understand it, the government, the academia, our organizations, our schools, we share that responsibility in helping them understand and helping them navigate this dangerous environment. Because if they get breached, which often happens, these children play with these devices, they click on a phishing link. Those devices are connected to their parents' online banking system accounts. So it scores through those routes, and then these things enter into the banking system and so on. So it's a chain, and of course, as we all know, the weakest link is always the most vulnerable along the chain of all this technology. And so we need to keep track of that. So in line with this, the department, of course, would like to congratulate the organizers, CybersCool Defcon Inc., a global education company that is committed to aggressively educate and train the current industry workforce, both government and the private sector. in the Asia Pacific region, and of course in the Philippines and beyond. To raise and sustain the level of awareness, the level of professionalism and expertise in cybersecurity knowledge and know-how to attain a more secure and safe digital economy and cyber environment. This is indeed a remarkable milestone in uplifting our cybersecurity in the country. CybersCool Defcon, Inc. is a dedicated learning institution that will serve as an avenue for our people to enhance their competitiveness in terms of cybersecurity, which will go a long way in ensuring our safety against cyber criminals. Together, let us pave the way towards a progressive digital Philippines for the Filipino people and for the future prime movers of our ICT, who are our youth. With that, thank you very much and good evening.
Thank you very much, Secretary Ivan John Enrile Uy. Now let's hear from a well-known expert on strategic methods